Alright guys, that's... Oh, it's on my flip me. It's on my blooming camera. I thought there was something behind me there, but it's a wee thing on my camera there. Whew. My heart jumped into my mouth there. Back in my usual position, sitting in my kitchen, PJs on, dinner on, non-alcoholic beer poured. I know, non-alcoholic. What's the point? Tastes nice, you know. But yes, back on. Oh, see them wee fruit flies, and do you know what the thing about them is? Fly spray, whenever you spray it, the vapours are too big for the fruit flies, so it doesn't kill them. You know, you need to get like a, as I was talking about that earlier on the phone, I says you need to get like a big bug bomb or something, but then if you set one of them jabbies off in your house, then you have to clean everything. Everything, the roof, the walls, every single square inch of your house. Otherwise you'll touch it and put your hand in your mouth and be poisoned yourself, you know. But that's besides the point. But yes, like I said a couple of videos ago, I'm changing the sort of theme to my channel because beforehand it was all drink, drugs, partying, blah blah blah. I wasn't really partying like, but you know, that sort of genre, which isn't good. Like I'm coming 34 years old. Like, you know, I have to grow up at some point. Not even that I have to grow up. It's just looking back, like, you know, I was like, flip me. Boy, I used to do some drinking. You know, look back with fun, you know, look back and have a laugh. It's not, the past isn't somewhere I could be, but I sure do like visiting every now and then. But that's what I was going to ask you guys. Oh, that could have been the end of my vape there. I want to do the Stinky Fish Challenge. That's not really a challenge, it's just if you can eat it then there's something wrong with your head. If you can't eat it then that's normal. Not saying there's anything wrong with it, with the heads of the people in Sweden or you know, the Baltic places where they eat this stuff, because it's, you know, it's what they grew up with. It's like people look at a cottage pie or a shepherd's pie and turn around and go, "Ugh, how can you eat that stuff?" It's just what we British eat, you know. But it'd be interesting because I don't think that it is as smelly as people say it is. I really don't. And I really don't think it's as disgusting as people say it is. It's just cured fish. What's up, dude? I'm doing a video. Oh. That's alright, fill up your drink there. It's just cured fish, like, so what, you know, what, I could eat that, no bother. But if anybody can put a link under this to somewhere I can order it from, because I've tried to get it on Amazon, tried to get it on eBay, I've tried to get it on websites from all over the world, can't get it anywhere. So, hold on, I'll do that for you, dude, or it's going to be everywhere. Not that it'll be everywhere, it'll take you 10 years to do that, but I've just done 1 second. Doesn't okay. Right, big spud, bring your dinner in a wee minute, okay?
I know some things.
What he said. But yes, so someone link me to somewhere I can get it, or if it's available in your country, if somebody could send me it, that would be pretty sweet. I can DM you I can't DM you my address because you're not getting my address, but I'll DM you an address I could get it posted to. Shop down the road. So yeah, because they say open it underwater and all, but what difference does that make? Sure, whenever you fart in the bath, you know, it comes up and you can still smell it, you know. It doesn't make any difference if you open it underwater, if you open it in the ocean, or if you open it, no matter where you open it, it's going to stink the whole place out, if it's really that smelly, you know. But we'll see. I would love to get my dad in on a video, like especially a Stinky Fish video, or fish, or maybe a chili eating one, because we did the Carolina Reapers, and I ate one Carolina Reaper, only a wee small one, and they were dried, right? See, for about 4 hours, I had to go up and lie down and open the window in my bedroom and lie with basically just my underwear on. Because it was so, my whole stomach was burning. I felt ill, nauseous, everything. Every single negative feeling you can feel, I felt after eating those Carolina Reapers. But I've got my own jalapenos growing out there. Me and Thomas had one earlier. See, that's a good thing. See, whenever you grow in your own garden and grow your own stuff, whenever you're out, you just pick and eat. You know, you're eating everything raw, so that's good. Even with the sweet peas that I grow, I pull off the pod and just stick the whole pod in my mouth and just eat the whole thing. I don't even wash it or anything. I maybe should, but you know, I know there's no pesticides on it. I know there's no cow dung around it. So, yeah. And no dogs pee in my back garden. Like, there's no dogs in my back garden. And cats don't come in anymore because I've got get off all around my garden. It's like this wee green stuff you get that keeps cats away from you, from your garden. Because I was planting stuff out there and coming out in the morning and I get them quite and big. Like one of my apple trees, I got it reared quite well. And I kept, sorry, someone sent me a message there. And came out, went to bed, came out the next morning, watering my plants and stuff, and looked, it was lying on the ground. And I was like, how did it get out of the pot? Did it just jump out? So I lifted some soil out of the pot and like, you know, did this, crumbled it together, cat poo. I was like, great, cat poo, lovely. So I put out that get off stuff. It's not dangerous to cats. It doesn't kill cats. It just keeps them away. It's like a citrusy smell, you know, a smell that cats don't like. But that's good gear if you've plants. Don't put it onto the soil because you can get stuff that's safe for plants, but if you're growing in your garden, you're growing organic, you know, and you don't want to put any sort of crap around them. So I just put it around the vicinity of my garden, you know, my front garden, my back garden. And it works. And plus my next door neighbour, she has a wee dog that comes every now and then. And, you know, keep him in the garden. Or keep her in the garden, sorry, she's a bitch. So she's alright with it, you know. But, well, I hope she is. I haven't actually said anything to her about it. But the dog's been out from I've had it and the dog's been fine, so stay on. But, yeah, that's the only issue. And white butterflies are beautiful, beautiful creatures, but see if you're growing broccoli or anything that has a leaf, so everything, they will eat it. And they will lay their caterpillar, I don't know, do they lay caterpillars or what do they do? But they lay them all over them. Like the leaves are fine on the top of my broccolis, but see when you turn them around, there's like 1,000 wee mini caterpillars on it. And then they eat all that up till they're big and then they go away somewhere and do whatever they're doing. But yeah, it's good to go out, you know, when you're watering them and stuff and seeing what's growing and then you pick it and eat it raw. Pardon me. Best way to do it. You know, I could bring the stuff in and cook it, but probably the only thing I would bring in and cook would be my beetroot because it needs to be cooked. Have you ever tried eating beetroot raw? Don't try it. It's like trying to eat turnip raw. Turnip's nice raw, but you have to slice it so thin so as it doesn't wreck your whole mouth. But 2 wee seconds. Just to check my pulled pork. Oh, she's whistling now, Dixie. I need a wee seat with wheels on it instead of having to scooch, you know. Be like my old history teacher in high school. He used to like sit on his wee chair and just wheel away. Just wheel up and down the corridor, wheel in the next door room. He was cool. But that's what I need. Sorry, but I've just noticed there my handle and my drawer's broke. I have to get the tools out now. But yes. See that new oil I've got? It chokes me. I'm seriously not using it again. I just use the salts. It's called grape. It's nice. But yes, as I was saying, back to what I was talking about. I want to get that stinky fish. So please, just someone link me to somewhere to get it. And another thing that I need to add as well, I was going to do a McDonald's burger challenge. And the thing is, I've been warned against that by my GP because he says that it's particularly dangerous for somebody my age. Now, I'm 33, coming 34 in a month's time. So, eating a rake of burgers at my age, how's that dangerous? So many burgers. I think it's because they're McDonald's burgers. you know. If they were homemade burgers, he would say, yeah, no worries, go on ahead. That should be fine, nothing will happen. But because they're McDonald's, he's advised me against it, which is fine because I really don't like McDonald's. I'll probably make a lot of enemies saying that, but I really don't care. I do not like McDonald's. I prefer, if I was going for a burger, I would get a burger from a proper burger bar. And I know you might say, well, McDonald's is a proper burger place. No, it's not. McDonald's is designed and aimed at children, kids. You know, every single one of their meals. You look at their adverts and all, they're designed for kids. Colours and clowns and Happy Meals and flags and wee toys. It's all designed for children. And I'm not saying I'm too old for McDonald's because I'm really not. It's just the fact that I don't like it. And it's bland. And see if you get a Big Mac, right, and get no sauce or nothing on it, and you pull out the patty just on its own, with nothing on it, and you taste that, it tastes like nothing. It literally goes into your mouth and evaporates, turns into gas. I don't know, it turns into some sort of a gas inside your mouth. That's the only way I can describe it. You know, it's the only thing that makes McDonald's is the sauces. And the thing about that is you can buy McDonald's Big Mac sauce in a shop right beside McDonald's, my local McDonald's. I'm not going to say the shop's name because they're not paying me anything, but you can get it in there. I'll just give you the first letter of it, M. And this is Northern Ireland, so it's not Morrison's. Fruit fly again. Yeah. Seriously, like, see these fruit flies? They're a plague. They're actually a plague because this time of year, they're everywhere. Literally everywhere. I have fruit fly traps. I have apple cider vinegar. I have wee tins with this much beer in the bottom of them to catch them all. Funnels in the top of them, everything, and they're everywhere still. And I don't know whether that's just where I live, like the what do you call it? The location where I live. There's a river just down the road from me, or whether it's the fact that Thomas and I eat tons of fruit, and there's always tons of fruit in this house. But then it's in the fridge, so I can't get into it in the fridge. That's better. That was my wee beer. Yes, that's what I was saying. That's non-alcoholic Peroni. It's quite nice. The only thing is it doesn't keep the head, which I like in a beer. But yes. So anyway, guys, that was just a wee quick random one while I'm making dinner. I just wanted to come on and melt your heads for a wee bit, as I normally do. But yes, someone linked me to somewhere I can buy. Pastrami, that's what you call it. That I was trying to think of that the whole time. Pastrami, someone linked me to where I can get that, or somebody sent me a message, and someone who can send me it, and I will send them an address to send it to, and then I promise the day I get it, I'll come on and do a video, and do you know what, I'll try and eat the whole thing. Am I right in the head saying that? Because I know, I don't believe it, but I know as soon as I open that stuff, my whole house is going to reek, absolutely reek, and I know for a fact that it's probably going to be bogging, because if I think that I can do something, for example, the Carolina Reaper, before that I was like, oh, it can't be that bad, it can't be that bad, like all we do, like we all do, can't be that bad, there's no way it's that spicy, and then I ate it, and that was it, game over, you know, bed, window open, moaning and gurning, and as if my whole insides were being ripped apart, but that's what it did to me. But so link me, anybody who can find the stuff where I can order it, and I live in Northern Ireland, so it needs to be able to be delivered to Northern Ireland. I don't want anybody from the USA coming on and saying, oh well, I can order it here, I can order it there. Yes, you live in the United States, I live in Northern Ireland. We're not even deemed as part of the UK anymore. So every single thing coming into this country is looked at, opened up, looked at, read, hooked through, so it's very difficult. Even seeds, if I'm growing stuff out in the garden, excuse me, I have to buy my seeds locally, in like a wee hardware store or whatever sells seeds, because everywhere online does not deliver to your location because we're in Northern Ireland. I don't get it, like, postal services are worldwide and they can't even deliver to Northern Ireland. You know, it's not as though we live in that island where the Aborigines live, where nobody's allowed to go near, you know, over in India. I don't get it, but there we go. That's the way the system is, unfortunately. But yes, I'm going to shoot on here because I have dinner to put out and chippy whips to cook. McCain's boy. They're not paying me, but I don't care because McCain's are a different level of chip. There's nothing McCain can't do with a spud. Remember that. Right, anyway, I'm going to shoot, jet off here. Catch us in the next one. Ta-ra.